Hey everybody, it's Ryan. I'm out here in my well, it's not really my backyard. This is close to it though. It's the trails that lead out from my backyard. I've actually been recording them a pretty good bit here lately because I've been finding a lot of things there, and I know they're coming around my house close all the time. I hear them uh, nearly every night. The other night, we were sitting on the porch and could hear something on 2 feet walking through the yard, and it was not a person. I know that. Sorry, mosquitoes are terrible right now. But anyway, uh, get moving a little bit. They were walking through the yard, and there's this bird that sounds like a whippoorwill, actually, but it's not. It's called a Chuck Will's widow, and they have a similar call or a song or whatever as a whippoorwill does, and but they have this little distinction that separates it. However, I heard one of them, and then something imitated it with a whistle, like with an actual, like human sounding whistle. It was really crazy though, and it sounded like one of those people that whistle professionally. But we heard that, and we were like, "Whoa, that was crazy!" It was very close to, very close to my house. I'm sorry about this. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you guys. But I also have found this on this trail right here. This is really weird because there's these broken sticks all over this tree right here. This one's broken, that one's hanging down right there. And you got this one right here, broken. You've got this one, this branch up here, broken down. And that's pretty high. I mean, that's taller than me. That's like over 6 feet. And there's stuff kind of stuck through the fork of this tree right here that all the stuff's broken on. I don't know what the deal is with that, but I started walking up the trail a little bit, and I noticed over here in this way where it looks pretty trampled on anyway. Get through here. This is interesting right here because you see all these sticks laid over that little spot, kind of that little, I guess it's like a root growth coming out from down there on that tree. Walk over a little bit. So all those laid there, just like that. And it's weird because, you know, there's really nowhere for that many little sticks to fall in one place. Just like that. So I thought that was kind of interesting too. There's a lot of like interweaving trails back through here, and these mosquitoes are driving me nuts. So I may not go back too far, but we just had a ton of rain here, and there's a little pathway right there too, going out from this little circular area right here. It's kind of interesting there. Anyway, let me go over this way a little bit. I'm just looking around because I haven't really checked it out any further. This is one of the spots where I hang a recorder sometimes, because I know they travel through here. There's all kinds of little areas for them to hide and stuff back here. I don't know. Anyway, these mosquitoes are pretty bad, and I see some bins over there actually. Go through here. There's a big ditch right here. You can see It's a really, really big crevice in the ground. And I know they like to stay around things like that. I know that's a spot for them. And that's a pretty big one there. It's where looks like a creek used to be. There's another one over here. It's a pretty good size one. There's a tree bend over it, right there, straight ahead. Looks like maybe one more back there too. I'm not gonna go back too far today, but there's a limb hanging up in that tree, but we had a storm, pretty decent storm with some pretty high winds not too long ago, a few days, or actually, I don't know, I think it was this weekend. But I think that's probably where that came from. And I'm sure that's actually weighted those trees down to where they bent like that. I'm not gonna say that was a Sasquatch at all. This, I don't think was either, just because of the way it's laying. I can't really see where it fell from though. Now that I'm thinking about it, I don't see that kind of tree anywhere. Huh. There's nothing but pines around here, and an oak or two. There's a poplar right here, but I don't see that one anywhere. So I don't know, that may have been brought here. I see a lot more stuff by this ditch right here than I have anywhere else. There's a lot of stuff over here too. And see, this is kind of a central area. There is a neighboring property over there, a neighboring property over there, and this is the fire break to my property right here that I'm standing on. So this is kind of like a little centralized area in between all the places where people live. I mean, it's far away, far enough to where I wouldn't hear any of my neighbors if they were to scream. But, well, maybe if they screamed loud enough. But anyway, it's still kind of far away from each other. But there's this little spot of woods right here. Makes me think that all this stuff right here, I may have actually been here and recorded this before. I'm gonna have to go back and see, because even if I did, I don't really remember the two opposing trees like that. And I've seen them do this in other places where they bend that way. They bend them when they find two trees like that. They'll bend them and cross them. I don't know if it's like a variation of an X, if it's like another way to make one. I'm really not sure about what that's supposed to be. The tree bends, they baffle me anyway. But there's some stuff right here too. Damn, these mosquitoes are terrible. There's ditches over here too. Several of them. There's usually always something to see though when you look around back through here. Or look around anywhere. in this whole area I live in. I'm not even talking about the spots that immediately surround my house. I'm talking about there is stuff everywhere. You can find things they have done 10, 20 miles away from here. And this area that I live in it's pretty rural. Like, this is neat. I have a feeling they've been here. But it's not a heavily populated area, and it never really has been. There's been just enough people around, but it's nowhere near heavily populated. And there is tons and tons and tons of woods around here. So that's why I think they stay in this area. This is interesting though. I'm trying to figure this out. See, they've bent a tree right here. Goes up through there. And then we've got a stick laying across them right there. And this one at the bottom is kind of laid down. I don't know, all that looks so intertwined though. That's what gets me about this. It looks like it was kind of put here on purpose. Like this. And with that break right there and it being shoved down into the ground on that end. Yeah. I think something did that. Let's see. Wow. This is like a cleared spot right here. Look at all this. And that is trampled right there. I mean, that is some compressed ground right there. Like, seriously compressed. All that's broken right there, like bent back. Wow. I don't know what the deal is with that limb up there. That thing is broken down though. You can see it. Bugs are driving me nuts. But it's hanging there. Just like that. It's kind of weird. It seems like something would have had to have broken that down.